today marks 5 years that I have been in business with my name as a company, Milan Salon. So I just came back from Bronner Brothers, got these wonderful gift bags, and in these bags have a whole bunch of different products. I have all this energy from all the people that were there. I was able to meet a celebrity barber, which was something that I am happy that I got the opportunity to do, because being a celebrity barber is one of my aspirations. I'll talk about my journey as a barber beautician. If I had to say, it would be when I was 9 and I taught myself how to braid because nobody wanted to teach me. Sometimes that's just how it is, you know. When you want to know something, you have to go out of your way to figure that information out on your own. I've been cutting for 5 years. I've been in business for 13 years. I started when I was 17 years old. It's very similar to entertainers. If we want to be considered successful, we have to perform at a certain level. I think that in other arenas of entertainment, whether you're an artist, you're an athlete, you're a comedian, you're a performer, a dancer, it is the same level of expectation. They want to see you perform at your highest capacity. And as you get into the business, you will see that your success is measured based off of that performance. I would say that I've been performing since I was 17, but I haven't been licensed until I was 25. I want anybody watching this that may feel interested in being a barber or beautician, please do not wait. Do not wait to get what you need, because the longer you wait, the more time you're wasting. As you get older, your body doesn't work the same, okay? If you see on my other YouTube videos, I talk about my hip problem. That comes from a prolonged period of standing, whether it's necessary or unnecessary. Over time, because of how long I've been on my feet, my hips don't lie, okay? Had I started a little earlier, maybe I would have been a little bit more proficient in being someone that knows how to work smarter, not harder. And now I'm realizing, oh, I can't do what I used to do when I was 20 and 18 and 17 and 19. It's starting to hit me that maybe I should have taken my career seriously a little earlier. So with that being said, I started beauty school at age 20. I didn't graduate beauty school until a month before my 25th birthday. Got my business approved as an official business in the state of Georgia in February, and it was the last Monday of Black History Month. So now, 5 years later, I'm very happy for what I've accomplished, but the race isn't over. I haven't really accomplished what I would consider my idea of success. Some of the things that I have done that I wanted to do within my 5 years, I wanted to work on set, I did that. I wanted to start cutting hair, I did that. I wanted to learn how to fade, I did that. I wanted to have stylists, I did that. I wanted to get into color, I did that. What I realized is that the things that I wanted to do were not really for me. And I had to do them to realize that it wasn't for me. I'm celebrating 5 years of being a barber. So it all ties in together. Barber, Milan Salon, license, all of that. It happened periodically. So the first thing was passing state board. That happened in January on Mary J. Blige's birthday. Shout out to Mary J. And then I got the license at the end of the month. So it was right before February then in February, the state approved my business as an official LLC. And then in March, I opened my salon suite. I want to give people an opportunity to learn about our industry, but not feel the pressures of having to perform. There are people who love the beauty industry and love the barbering industry, but they're not about to do a fade. They're not about to do a bob. They're not about to braid nothing, but they just love what we do. Anything you did prior to your license doesn't really count. And if you want it to count, then you're gonna have to wait until they pass this law where school doesn't count. But even with that, you have to understand that when you leave that state, they have other requirements in other states. So Georgia's doing this thing where they're not requiring school. There's a lot of things that you learn in school that you really need to know that have nothing to do with being a hairstylist. Some of that information is vital to doing human-to-human interaction service. There are certain things you need to know in order to be considered a professional. So when a consumer or customer or client comes to you, they feel that they're going to a professional and not to their homeboy Ray Ray. Not every school is going to teach it, but that is something you will learn in school. That is something you can learn in school. You can learn, okay, how do I talk to these people so they know I know what I'm talking about? These are things you have to go to an educator to actually get the information, because if you don't and you just try to wing it, you might wing it the wrong way. I used to try to wing everything, all right? I'm not here to say, oh my God, I've been in business 5 years and I make millions of dollars. This is the reality of transitioning from being employee to a boss. You have to do things like file your taxes and have a business account separate from your personal account. But I'm not here to say that I'm the best stylist, I'm always on time, I never make mistakes. Oh, that's not me, baby. I have always been willing to learn. That is something that has never changed about me, and that is something that probably will never change about me. I will always want to learn information. A lot of people ask me, how did you learn how to cut? I had to teach myself that also. I didn't just teach myself how to braid, I taught myself how to fade by watching some of the best barbers. And I thank God for allowing me to be in a space with these men and learning from them, because it ultimately shaped my career. I'm very grateful for people sharing information with me. I'm very grateful for people sharing knowledge with me. I'm very grateful for people who want to see me win, who want to see me doing well. It is very hard to find that in this industry. Do not get discouraged if you don't have that support system. That support system will come and it will find you. If you don't use your skills, if you don't use your power, if you don't use your gift, you're gonna lose that. And when I say lose, you may think like, what? I'll never lose these hands. But no, you may lose clientele, you may lose money, you may lose confidence, you may lose hope, you may lose faith, you may lose sight of your goals, you may lose so much. And I'm saying this from experience. I took the longest break I have ever taken in my entire career, other than when I took a break to join the military. I took a longer break than that. I haven't taken a break since the military. I don't take breaks. If I'm in between jobs or I'm relocating, then yes, those are breaks too. In that break, I learned the value of consistency. I realized that I was pouring from an empty cup. So you are giving them your energy by servicing them, by talking to them, by consulting them, by coming up with looks with them. Paid therapists, okay? Not therapists, therapists. Therapy is different than therapy. But it's the same concept. Every time you come back, we come back and we work on something else. Or we come back and we do the same thing, whatever works for you. Just knowing that the consistency of that is the name of the game. What builds that consistency is your own cup. If you don't have a full cup, you're not going to be consistent. Something is going to fall off, whether it's you, whether it's your timing. Consistency comes from having enough energy to extend yourself consistently. If you don't have enough energy to extend yourself, there's no way that you could expect yourself to get up and do it again. Just be mindful of that. When I first started, I was busy, baby. I used to like to go back and look at old hairstyles that I did back in 2011. We're in 2024, you guys do the math, 13 years. 7 years after starting is when I finally got the license. You don't need your license to work, but you should get your license because no one's gonna take you seriously. That's really what they don't tell you. You wanna be taken serious. You wanna be considered the best. Everyone has to do what is required, which is the hours that is necessary for your state or apprenticeship. There are different ways to go about it. There are loopholes. The more you wait, the more you're going to be late in the game. The more you're not going to be on top of your game. Just don't wait for anything. Don't wait for opportunities. Don't wait to go to school. Don't wait for anything. Just do it now, and then you'll be like me, looking at yourself like, man, I need to do better. This is a milestone. I went through a lot in these last 5 years, but one thing I didn't stop doing, I didn't stop cutting. I did take a break, but that was because I was trying to figure out what was wrong with what I was doing. I had burned myself out. I don't know who may want to get into this industry. It's important for you to know both the highs and the lows. It's gonna be high, you're gonna make a lot of money. There are gonna be lows where you're not gonna make anything. There are gonna be slow times where you're not making nothing. You have to always be creative. You have to always think of new ways to innovate yourself. You gotta always just be on top of things. It's really hard to do that if you're struggling with your mental health, if you're struggling with stability, if you're struggling with self-love and self-confidence and self-esteem issues. That is what lays the foundation for you to be successful in this business. I wish I was lying. And I'm speaking from experience because I had a terrific start. When I was 17, you couldn't tell me I wasn't supposed to be a hairstylist. I was making money at 17 and I just knew I was supposed to be an entrepreneur. I say all that to say, don't give up. One day you'll be like me, but yet knowing you still have a lot more work to do, okay? So I hope I was able to inspire someone. Don't forget to subscribe on my channel, you guys. We got beauty videos coming soon, all right? I will see you guys on the next video.